Hey there, Papa's Posse. Don't forget about that QR code. Take you to my eBay, YouTube, and Instagram page. Welcome back to the channel, Papa's Posse. Once again, it's time for Papa's Comic Books, Coffee, and more. Today we have Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, number one in a 3-issue limited series. This is number one, 75 cents, back in September of 1984. It's by David Michelin and Jackson Guichi, something like that. Now, before we begin, don't forget this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, leave me a comment, tell me what you want to hear, okay? Excuse me, and let's get to it. The Temple of Doom. Shanghai, 1935, in the Smoke Cloak Ballroom in the Obi-Wan nightclub. Obi-Wan nightclub? Patrons listen to the sultry songs of a dreamy American chanteuse, paying little heed to what transpires at the other tables around them. For in Shanghai, one quickly learns to mind one's own business. There are, of course, exceptions. For example, the entrance of the handsome new patron garners the low glances and admiring attention of the usually jaded hat-check girls. Smiling women who ignore the fact that the stranger's tuxedo jacket is cut ever so slightly looser than style dictates, as if to facilitate sudden, swift movements. But then, this man has always given more consideration to caution than fashion, or to much of anything. The reason is simple. It keeps him alive. Dr. Jones, Lao Chi. It is true, Dr. Jones, you found Narachi. Sure, I found him, but last night I had a little trouble. Somebody tried to slit my throat. It was dark, but I think one of your sons tried to get Narachi without paying for him. You have insulted my son, Dr. Jones. I want Narachi here. Next time I'll cut off more than his finger. As I recall, the deal was for considerably more. A low, greedy growl begins to form in Lao Chi's throat, and then, my song's over, Lao. Aren't you going to introduce me? Of course, Willie Scott. Meet Indiana Jones, the famous archaeologist. Dr. Jones found Narachi for me. He is about to deliver him. Now. Well, I always thought archaeologists were funny little men searching for their mummies. Hey, I was only kidding. Can't you take a joke? Lao, put the gun away, sonny. I suggest you pay me what you promised, Lao, or your girlfriend here is going to be squealing like a new tune. Get the fork right there. The diamond, Lao. The deal was for the diamond. Reluctantly, Lao Che reaches into his jacket, and bingo, you see, Lao, with a bit of persuasion, even you can be an honest fellow. However, as Indy leans forward to examine the spoils, congratulations, Dr. Jones. You have won. Let us drink to your health. Thanks, by the way. What is this stuff? A bonus, Dr. Jones. It is poison, and you just drank the rest of it. A deal, you give me back the diamond, and I give you the antidote. The poison works fast, Dr. Jones. I want the diamond and Narachi. Uh-oh. Stomach twisting, respiration pouring. Indy has no choice. Gee, this Narachi's very small guy. Inside are the remains of Narachi, the emperor of the Manchu dynasty. At last, I have the ashes of the sacred ancestor. So what's the big deal with? Let me see. You fool, you've split them. Oh, you're hurting me, you miserable little hood. Let her go, Lao, and give me that antidote. I suggest you do as he says. Hey, he's not a waiter. No, Wuhan's an old friend I brought along. So the game's not over, Lao. Put the antidote on the table. And with an uncharacteristically shaky hand, Indiana Jones reaches forward. With a snarl as good as the champagne ice bucket, Lao complies. But then, woo! Don't be sad, Dr. Jones. You will soon join him. Woo! Dead. My vision's starting to blur. Gotta do something. And fast. Your pigeon's flame Ah, Kish, boom, the antidote. Chaos erupts as normally complacent partygoers sense death in their midst, and Indiana Jones and the Willie Scott dive for their own particular prizes. The diamond. Wingy! Splash, whiff, the antidote. Still intact. Got it. No, someone can kick it. Excuse me. But I believe that's my diamond. Ah, nuts. The diamond and ice cubes. But which is which? Huh. This isn't any diamond. Hey, doll. Don't move. I need that. Blast. If I wasn't dying, I'd kill her. And if I don't hurry, those gunmen might save me the trouble. Slatch. Boom. Come on. We can use the gong as a shield. Follow me. Oh, Karish. No. Plump right into a car. Wow. Holy smoke. Crash landing. Step on it, Short Round. For crying out loud. A kid's driving the car? I've been giving him lessons. And he takes off. Hey, listen. We just met. I'm not that kind of girl. Don't get your hopes up. Where's that antidote? You don't look very good. Gulp. Poison never agrees with me. Pull her right, Short Round. Head for the Wangpu Bridge. Check. Gotcha. Where's my gun? Ugh. Look what you've done to me. I'm a mess. My lipstick's smeared, I broke 2 nails, and I've got an awful run in my stocking. Somehow, I think you've got bigger problems. Bam, 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 bam. Ew. Shorty, you called the airport. Sure, Indy. Got seats for you, me, and Wuhan. I'm sorry, Shorty. Wuhan's not coming. I'll take that extra seat. Where are we going anyway? Siam. Siam? But I'm not dressed for Siam. Soon at the provincial Nang Tao airport, I managed to find 3 seats, Dr. Jones. Unfortunately, they're in a cargo plane full of poultry. It was the best I can do on such heavens, aren't you, Willie Scott, the famous female vocalist? Well, yes, I am. Hotsy totsy, I've enjoyed your performances. In fact, if you don't mind me saying it, for my dough, you're the cat's pajamas. And you sign autographs, doll. Shorty and I have to go. Always swell, always meeting a fan, but I really have to run now. As you say in America, you give me a large charge, sweet ma'am. I don't know what that means. The heavy tri-motor roars rambling skyward mere sounds before the pursuing limos skid onto the runway. From the cargo hold, Indy offers a farewell salute. While on the ground, Lao Chi returns to gesture, smiling enigmatically as in knowing something that Indy doesn't. It's Lao Chi Air Freight. Ha ha ha, oh no. Moments later, after a change of garments and equipment, a bullwhip. What are you supposed to do? Be a lion tamer? Look, doll, since I was nice enough to let you tag along, why don't you give your mouth a rest, okay? What do you mean, tag along? From the minute you walked into that nightclub, you haven't been able to keep your eyes off of me. Yeah, right. In cool silence, the 3 passengers fall into fitful, exhausted sleep, while outside, miles over the mountainous terrain, roll by in a course heading roughly south by southwest. Until, interesting, your own co-pilot's got parachute. Must be his stop. Pilot too. Guess they're both. Wait a minute. Who's flying the plane? Oh my God. Hey, Indiana. Wake up. The pilot's getting off the plane. Huh? We there already? Nobody driving. Jumping parachutes. Too young to die. Do something. Moments later. Don't worry, sweetheart. I got everything under control. Altimeter check. Stabilizer check. Airspeed okay. Fuel. What about the fuel? We've got a problem. Shorty, I already checked, Indy. No more parachutes. Indy, the mountains. Crash. Give me a hand, Shorty. Are you crazy? It's a life raft. We're not sinking. We're crashing. Short Round. Come on. Grab onto me tight. Wait for me. As the plane slows to a stall speed, the raft acting as an impromptu drag chute falls a short distance to the snowbank. Boom! Crash! Look out that tree! Gotta yank the perimeter rope hard! Boom! Snap! Splish, splish, splish into some water? Phew, sometimes I amaze myself. I'll bet. Indy, a bluff and no way to steer around it. We're going. Over! Oh no, Indy! I'm okay, Shorty. You all right, Willie? No. I'm not cut out for this kind of life. You lead where we are anyway. India. India? How do you know we're in India? Oh, by that guy. Down a gutted path, through the barren Mayorpa hills, Indiana Willie and Short Round follow the frail Shimon. Conversation is sparse. The old man seemed to know you. How? What'd he say? He told me he knew I was coming. He saw it in a dream. Desolate hills give way to an equally desolate village where guests are made as comfortable as possible, and where that night at the audience with the village chieftain. You will rest here before you go on. Thank you, I'm a professor. I have to get back to my university. On the way to Delhi, you will stop at Pankot. You will go to the palace there. But Pankot isn't on the way to Delhi. And besides, the palace has been deserted since the mutiny in 1857. No, there is a new Maharaja, and the palace is powerful. Again, its evil started at Pankot, then moved like darkness over the country, and took Sivalinga from our village. Took what? It's a sacred stone in a shrine that's supposed to protect the village. But why would the Maharaja take the stone? They say we must pray to their evil god. We say we will not. But when the stone was taken, the village wells dried up, and the river stopped. Then the crops died, and our animals died, and then they came from the palace and took our children. Oh, no. The meeting ends, but the words spoken there linger into the night. Dr. Jones wonders at the shaman's story, wonders how much is truth, how much superstition, but mostly he wonders about the children. A kid running from the brush like a demon was on his heels. Poor guy looks like a skeleton. The skin probably hasn't eaten in days. He's handing me something. The village is awakened, and mother and child are soon reunited by the end. He doesn't notice. His eyes see only the fragment of the cloth in his hands, and his ears hear but one word, Sankara. It's morning. Whoa, easy now. Nice elephant. Come on, Willie. We've got to get to Pankot before tomorrow night. Pankot? I thought we were going to Delhi. Blasted Indy, why'd you change your mind? What did that kid tell you last night? But Indy doesn't answer, instead choosing to concentrate on staring his mount, while Willie concentrates on ignoring the smell of hers. So that as an evening falls in camp, it made the weary songstress leave elephants to the care of the Sajnu, their guide, and makes a grateful beeline for nature's bathtub. Hey, Willie, don't you think you'd better get out now? Stark naked? You wish. If you're trying to seduce me, Dr. Jones, this is the very primitive approach. Me seduce you, honey? You're the one who took your clothes off. Of all the arrogant. A snake. Indy, help. Don't worry, I'm coming in. What is it? A snake. Snake! Hurry. What are you waiting for? Listen, Willie, I got a better idea. First of all, don't panic. What do you mean, don't panic? It's pulling me deeper. Willie, I want you to lift your hand and pet the snake. Pet it. Stroke it right along the temporal and mutual regions. Pet it on the head. Oh my God, it's going to crush me. It's starting to let go. I think it's going to sleep. See, I got you out. Thanks for nothing. I hate snakes. I know the feeling. Night comes. At the last, the jungle held back, only by campers and by the tales told around them. So where'd you find your little bodyguard? Short Round? His family was killed when they bombed Shanghai. I met him when they tried to pick up my pocket. And how did you end up in this part of the world? Well, when my nightclub career was over, was run over by the Depression, some pinhead convinced me that a girl could go places in the Orient. So look where I got. But you, Dr. Jones, what's in it all for you? Fortune and glory. That's what you're hoping to find at that palace? That kid last night gave me a piece of an old manuscript. The drawing shows a priest named Sankara who lived centuries ago. And it tells the story of Sankara climbing Mount Kailasa, where he met the Hindu god Shiva. Legend says that the god told Sankara to go forth and combat evil. To do that, Shiva gave him 5 sacred stones that had magical powers. You mean magical like the rock that was stolen from the village? It could be. Fortune and glory, sweet dreams, Dr. Jones. Night finds the journey resumes after more hours of slow, lurching travel through the dense tropical forest. Indy, look! That's it, Pancake Palace. However, before the procession move forward once again, Aye! Go no more, Sanjan. Go back now. What's the matter? It's just a statue. But Sanju's taking this elephants. We'll have to walk the rest of the way. Walk? But why? And what did Sanju mean? It sounded like it was he, afraid of something. To be continued. That's it. Well, that was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, number 1 from 1984. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Now, don't forget this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, alrighty? And as Papa and Indiana Jones always say,
that was easy.
Until next time, Papa is out.